What up, my people? Welcome to Always Straight Up again. Welcome to our YouTube channel. You know, anytime Always Straight Up pop up on your YouTube, you have to know that it's gonna be educative. It's more of lectures, more of knowing knowledge before money. So today I want to show you guys how I actually analyze the market using my own strategy, and it's been a very good 2 months, July, August, because we've been hitting a whole lot of TP recently, and we've been taking profits, and it's been a very good one. So I want to show you guys how I do analyze my trade, how I do take swing trades, and because basically what we do here is swing trade. So this trade is what I called last week. I called this trade last week on the free Telegram channel. You're going to see it on your screen. So I called this trade last week on the free Telegram channel. This trade I've actually been milking all the way from last week to this week. So there are other trades I've called and they are still milking the same thing. So how do I analyze this trade? Okay, let's just step down. This video is for educational purpose. This is not a financial advice or anything. So this is mostly educational purpose videos. So in case you want to know more about what I look out for, you let me know. Way straight up. Okay, also subscribe and on your notification for Always Straight Up. I told you guys I'll be dropping videos for you guys to learn for educational purposes. So today is gonna be like, how did I analyze most of my trade that I drop, and most of them are hitting TP, most of them smash TP, most of them are still on for the past 2 days, for the past 2 weeks, for the past 1 week plus. We did the same thing with gold, we did the same thing with Bitcoin, GBP, USD, AUD, JPY, a whole lot of pairs. My strategy does not really apply to only one pair. Even synthetic, we recently called a trade on sell that is 75 and that 75 1s, and it's been milking all the way down. You know, all we do in Always Straight Up is milk the market. So let's go down to top down analysis. So guys, for those who are beginners and who don't have the knowledge about trading, I'm gonna help you guys do this. So this is smart money concept trader. I don't just trade from the lower time frame, I trade from the higher time frame where I see everything that is happening in the market. So as an SMC trader, I go to Twitter, I see people say SMC is not making money, SMC is this, because people who are trading SMC, they're looking out of the market from the lower time frame, and once the lower time frame bias is against the higher time frame bias, that trade is actually a hoping trade. You're trading to hope, you're feeling like, okay, I hope this trade can actually buy or sell. But once the higher time frame and the lower time frame bias is the same, you see them making money. But as a smart money concept trader, I advise you, because you say you're a smart money trader, you trade based on liquidity in the market. Everybody knows liquidity is money, liquidity is what that's what moves the market. But as a smart money concept trader, you should know that you're not just trading liquidity, you're trading liquidity from the higher time frame. So let's go down to the chart. So you can see from this chart, this is euro Canadian dollar. This trade, I called this trade on August, and I think I can't remember when I called the trade, but the trade has been on for a couple of days and it's been milking. These are good. This is from the daily candle, so you should imagine how many pips is going all the way down from this. So how did I analyze this trade? I analyze this trade with just my simple strategy. How do I do it? I first of all come to my blank design, I click here. I first of all tell myself, this is what I am looking out for in the market. This is what I am looking out for in the market, and once I see this, this is how I am going to be analyzing the market. So once I see this, you see, the moment you see this, the first thing you look out for this. This is what I look out for in the market, and this is what I look out for in the market. So this is my strategy. For you guys that don't know, this is my strategy. All I look out for is this. So what do? I look for this setup in this particular thing I just drew. I look for it in every setup, and you see, it is not just looking out for it, it must validate every rule that it's following it. There are 5 rules that governs advanced market structure. Rule number 1, there must be a sweep of liquidity. Rule number 2, there must be a break of structure. Rule number 3, there must be liquidity to be swept later. Rule number 4, market must create another break of structure. While rule number 5, markets must retrace back and take out the newly created liquidity. But if you follow this rule without allowing someone, without being guided by someone who knows exactly what is doing, you might actually just be following the rules and you're not doing anything. For the educational purpose also, I have actually outlined my trading strategy on a course, so you can actually subscribe, and also you can actually ask me for my online course. It's actually very simple, and that's what I take for my mentorship. That's what I use to teach people for my mentorship. So this is what I look out for in the market. So if you can see, this is exactly the same thing. What am I actually looking out for? I'm looking out for liquidity in the market. Liquidity is what rules the market. Liquidity is what governs the market. The whole market is governed by liquidity. So I'm going to bring this all the way down here. So you can see this is my liquidity swept. This is it. This is liquidity swept. This is my liquidity to be swept. This is liquidity created newly to be swept. This is my break of structure, my first break, my second break, my third break. And you see what the market did. The market came back all the way, swept the liquidity, and did what? Continued all the way down. It's all about knowing exactly what you're looking out for. My strategy is very easy. I am, as you all know, I am Mr. Simple. I don't like complex trading. I don't like you be putting a whole lot of things on you guys' head. I love it be making it simple and easy. So guys, from this thing you can see that this is just exactly what I trade in the market. You can see this is exactly what I trade in the market. This is it. I had a trade on NZD CHF also. You see, it's the same thing that we're looking out for in the market. You see, these are setups that are yet to come out, and you see, it's the same thing. This is a very clean setup. Why is it clean setup? Because you can see this. This is exactly it. This is a major clean setup, and this setup definitely is going to sell all the way down. Even if you're seeing that market has actually done more of break or structure, but you see, we are not just selling all the way down. We are selling because we are selling all the way to where we have seen a major liquidity. Because if you can see, this market was selling all the way down, and what did the market do? Did a couple of change of character, right? There was a couple of change of character here, so you see, and validated this. So we are not trading against the higher time frame, but we are trading according to the higher time frame, because according to the higher time frame, the market is definitely supposed to come back here, showing us the liquidity sweep, liquidity, and you can see all the way here. So, and this also gave us a buy setup. So you see, well, when you know what you're doing, you're actually looking for setups for both buy and sell. This is how we caught Euro JPY trade, and it smashed TP all the way down. You can see that this was a very clean setup. Let's go to 4 hours time frame. This was a very clean setup. So if you don't see this in if you don't see change of character in the daily candle, the 4 hours candle, there's no need you entering a trade that is showing you change of character in 15 minutes or 5 minutes. If a change of character doesn't happen in the daily candle, that change of, if you're not seeing, let me tell you something, as a forex trader, there's only one simple way to become a profitable forex trader as a beginner. Take the simple strategy of a forex trader. You follow the trend, you wait for a retracement, right? When you follow the trend, you wait for retracement. After waiting for retracement, you identify your major zones in the market, liquidity zones, the breaker block, order block, whatever. I'm going to give it. You identify the major zones in the market, and once you identify your major zones in the market, what's the next thing? You set your stop loss. You set your profit target, and what's the next thing? You execute your trade, and what you do, you wait for TP or SL. So that's how easy it is to trade forex, but you have to acquire the basic knowledge for you to trade forex. I mentioned my 5 rules that I govern, that I got 5 rules that governs me as a forex trader. The 5 golden rules I trade my forex is the rules of advanced market structure. Rule number 1, this is it. So I'm going to simplify this rule for you guys before I edit. Rule number 1, there must be a sweep of liquidity. This is a sweep of liquidity. Rule number 2, there must be a break of structure. Rule number 3, liquidity to be swept later must be created. This is it. Rule number 4, this is another break of structure. Liquidity number 5. Rule number 5, liquidity must be swept. that newly created liquidity must be swept before market continue to the upside. So this is it, and boom, you see markets buying. So anybody that is entering trade from here become inducement in the market. As easy as it is, it's very simple. So you don't really have to jump into the market early enough to become inducement or to become liquidity. Liquidity is not what just you enter. Liquidity governs the market. So when you're able to spot the liquidity, you don't become the liquidity. But if you can't spot the liquidity, you become the liquidity. So let's take this to the chart. You can see that this is exactly what we did here. First of all, we identify what is happening in the market. Well, you see, with this setup, I caught both the buy inside the majors. I caught a scalping buy and a swing sell. So you can see inside the swing sell there was a scalping buy. You see, most of the trade gives you sniper entry, because the moment liquidity is swept, the third rule, the moment the fifth rule happens, market has nothing to do with anything except markets want to continue to the upside, or that setup is invalid. But you see, this is it. Liquidity to be swept, liquidity to be swept, another break of structure, and you ought to see what market move towards the downside. Boom, you see change of character, and it's a very clean valid trade. Sorry guys, it's a very clean valid trade. So you can see it. This is the same thing I can show you over and over and over and over and over again. I can show you in my synthetic. I can show you over and over again. Let's look for pairs that we have smashed TP, the ones that we are still holding. I think we have a setup here. You see, card, yes, this was a very clean setup, very extremely clean setup. This was card CHF. You see, this was it. This is liquidity. This is it. Liquidity to be swept. Market swept the liquidity. Not once, not twice. And did what? It continued to the upside. As simple as it is. So this video was just a short educational video to tell you guys how we analyze the market. So if you want to learn how to analyze the market, if you want to learn how to analyze the market, just join my free Telegram channel. I do drop my setups there, and you're going to be making money free of charge. So next week when the markets open, do well on the notification and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also share and like this video. Thank you for taking your time to follow me up on my YouTube little educational video. I'll see you in the next video. Always straight up to the wall.